Nausea clutches at my insides and weakens my bones, and I'm just so focused on breathing that for a moment I don't need to think of the stories that burn like embers in my brain, like neon signs on the backs of my eyes, like every other cliche brought to life to mean constant, omnipresent, underlying, persistent. I'm not usually one to talk about the things that make me sad, but you might notice that my eyes are heavy with the things I've seen. And if I talk a little slower, it's because my words have to fight their way past the memories that are lodged like stones in my vocal cords. Because I have seen old women whose bones are sharp beneath leather skin, their eyes hollow above haunting grins with saris draped carelessly, breasts exposed. They always smile back, but there is something missing from their eyes because when you see your life as wasted by the age of 18, you have a lot of years to live lonely. I have seen the fog in a woman's eyes as she speaks of a childhood stolen and innocence deprived. I have heard the confessions of a pawn in a sinister chess game, fated to play forever without the intervention of kings and queens. The silent shadows in a global system where girls are given price tags before they're even old enough to bleed. I have seen the wide eyes of babies who do not yet know what it means to have lived a full year, but know how to peer through car windows with cupped palms and spend every night sleeping on the pavement. I have seen the emaciated limbs and dull stares of those who spend their days moving through train passages in search of spare change. I have seen the faces of those who are deeply, truly, and profoundly alone. I have seen the disfigured features of a woman without a face who would always greet my smiles with a "thank you, madame," and my heart would break just a little bit more. It's all too much, but I haven't cried in 4 months because I'm worried that if I let myself feel it, I mean really, really feel it, I won't make it out alive. Sometimes everything that I am pushes against my ribcage, and I don't know what to do with my hands. My heart wants to dance, but my body refuses, and I hate myself for that. But I can't sit still anymore, so perhaps I'm just fated to be a perpetual traveler, clinging to doomed love affairs over a bad Skype connection, leaving all the time and begging to be remembered. And it's fine, you know? I'm fine. I'm fine, I just can't sleep anymore. I'm fine, but my skin is ghostly pale. I'm fine, but every step I take echoes inadequacy. So you can ask me how I am, but just know that I don't know how to be anything other than fine. Do you? What if I told you a 3-year-old was raped yesterday, while a 5-year-old got married, or that an 11-year-old is locked away and will not see the sun for months while her body is prepared for a life of shame? How can you ignore that? How can you possibly think of anything else? We live in a world where the word pimp is a compliment, where the contents of my bathroom drawer are monetarily worth more than some will ever have in a lifetime, where there are bodies floating in the sacred Mother Ganga, but no one knows if there is life in the river Styx. I stand here screaming but silent as I try to decolonize my mind, watching hurricanes from the sky like God, attempting to see through a river so gray it looks like concrete. And I want to shake the world like an Etch-a-Sketch, to erase these lines of violence and hypocrisy, shake the world like an Etch-a-Sketch, so we might all start over. I would have thought that being raped by a chili-coated metal rod would forever pierce your ability to smile. But I know women who prove this wrong every day, so perhaps it's not too late after all. I know it's not too late because I've also seen children of slums get up and dance. I felt the generosity of those with nothing through steaming cups of tea or rice cooked on an open fire. I have heard laughter in dingy rooms and narrow alleyways. I felt my heart swell in my chest as I ran through dark and flooded streets, caught in a monsoon and suddenly alive. It's not too late, but the world deserves better. We are all guilty, and we all deserve better. We are all guilty, and we all deserve better.